So we've done one side, now we're going to do the other side. So you'll see the front here, the front seam. So this is our two-piece sleeve, two seams. It's the front one here, which lines up with the front one here on this side. So again, what we need to do is pull these around, got them together, and line up the seam allowances there. And then twist this around a bit more. This one's easier because it has the two seams, two-piece sleeve, so it has two seams. And because we can, once we sew these together, we can tack both of these seams up onto the seam allowance here, and that means that we don't need to put the extra bit of interfacing around here, because those two tacks are enough to hold the hem up in place. Alright, so I'll just take this to the sewing machine. Okay, so we're at the sewing machine now, and we just want to, we've lined up the seam allowances here on the hem of the jacket and the hem of the lining. 1 centimeter seam allowance, of course. You could put in an extra pin in the middle of these two if you wanted to on the longer side, but this is working out quite alright for me. Okay, so I've joined them together. So it's stitched together all the way around with the seams matching. If you twist the sleeve, so if you don't line them up properly, you won't actually be able to put your arm into the sleeve. It won't come out the bottom of the sleeve. So, and in the past I've had students who have actually handed in final garments and you couldn't wear the garment because you couldn't actually get your arms in the sleeves. So once you've done your sleeve and you pulled everything out the right way, just check to see whether you can actually put your arm through the sleeve or not. And if not, fix it. So what we're doing here, I've already pressed my hem up the 5 centimeters, which I don't think I showed you before, so you can do it now if you haven't already. Now, and you'll see I've folded this up, and now I'm just going to tack the seam allowance of the hem onto the garment there, so that's holding up there. And then on this side, let's push that up. You can see all we've done is stitch the hem onto the seam allowance here. So now we pull it through. Oh, what am I doing? Just bring it outside. So this is our hem here. It's our finished hem. We don't have a vent or anything, but that's something that you could add. And you'll see here, like on the other side, that the stitching we've done in the seam allowance is holding the hem up, so that hem can't fall down now. And the lining, because the lining is cut shorter originally, that lining's never going to come out and show at the bottom there. So we'll just have to give that one just like a final press.